The Rewatchables, brought to you by the Ringer Podcast Network, where you can find The Watch with CR.
That's me.
Is this our third Rewatchables this week?
Yes. It's the third published Rewatchables.
Are you tired of seeing me?
No, I love it, man. You're the
Being
reason I
Lathan?
get up in the morning.
Higher Learning.
Midnight Boys.
Midnight
GQ.
Boys. And then
Almost forgot the name of the podcast.
The Ringer Tailgate. No, because
Ringer
that was,
Tailgate,
which is just coming into its own.
It is.
It's quite a podcast. Billy Gill came in. He shook things up a lot like, who is Beecher's guy in Oz? Who's the guy that Chris Maloney played? What was that guy's name? When he came in and shook up Oz?
He shook him. He shook up Beecher, all right. He shook the shit out of him.
He really did shake him up.
Billy Gill, but his name is the Duke, though. That's his name.
The Duke? Okay.
The Duke.
Like as in Escape from New York?
That's Billy's nickname.
You are the Duke! That's on the list to redo. This is our last Rewatchables movie of 2025 because we have a very special episode coming a week from now. We're doing a 2025 movie. It's the second 2025 movie we've done because we've done Sinners, a movie that has now been maligned and shut out of all the critics' lists.
That's
Van, do
coming
you have
back.
any feelings on that?
No, I don't want to get into it. Entertainment Weekly put it on its
Van, I
year-end
think it's
list,
really
so.
big of you to come by and do one battle after another Rewatchables like this.
Tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Coming up next. Now, we're doing F1, the movie is next. This episode of the Rewatchables is presented by State Farm. Whether you're debating watching that award-winning sports drama or rewatching your comfort buddy comedy movie for the 10th time, choices are important. When it comes to choosing coverage, a State Farm agent can help you find options that are right for you. Go online at statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to get help from one of their local agents like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. All right, F1. I have it as the number one. I can't believe this actually worked out movie of the 2020 CR. Felt like a bust for 2 years.
Like the meter was running on this one for a while. There's some controversial reporting and back and forth between the production and our buddy Matt Bellany about how much this movie cost. It was like, is this just going to be on my iPhone? Like, what's going on? And it wound
Apple's
up,
heavily involved. It's like, what do they know about movies?
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, maybe at the tail end of seeming
there was
realistic
a
as an
solid
F1
24
driver.
months where it's like F1 is still shooting. They are shooting like in this country, in that country, at this race, and the strikes and COVID and everything that slowed it down. But
Yeah, they're in like Abu Dhabi, then they're in like
all over
Monaco,
the
they're
place, wherever they
just
were having
everywhere.
races. Yeah. Movie making is a complicated thing, but the story of making the movie should never be complicated. Like, the more complicated the story of making the film is, the more people feel like it's just going to be a disaster. And this was a complicated from the technology that they needed, from the strikes, from all of the stuff that was going on. It was a very, very complicated production.
I'm glad Van's here because I wanted to sort of lead the conversation with a declaration, which is that I feel the way I'm supposed to feel about Avatar, I feel that way about F1.
That's what I'm talking about.
Like, this is fucking incredible. How did they do this? This is pushing movie making forward. I don't really care what the story is. This is mind-blowing.
Well, a good movie to end 2025 on too, because I do think this was the year we got sucked back into movie theaters.
Sucked back.
Sinners, F1, One Battle,
Damn.
Minecraft,
Sure.
Conjuring, Last Rites. It's
Saw that in the
just,
theaters. Yeah.
there were a bunch of movies this year where you're like, I don't want to wait until that's on my TV. I want to go see this. And F1 was a great example. You had to see it on IMAX. It was fucking awesome. I went with my whole family. We did like a 9:30 showing at the Grove.
Oh, wow.
And nobody was on their phone the whole time. Drove home. Everyone was exhilarated. We were like, that's what we want from a movie right there. And it's good at home to watching it a second time. Still good on the TVs. Not as good as in the movie theater, but classic sports movie, has a lot of tropes, but just a thrill ride.
It's a strangely important movie. Like, just in terms of this type of movie making. A big star-driven 80s style movie that's about a cultural phenomenon.
Yeah,
Like,
that catches the cultural phenomenon in time.
Right. So, like, we used to have all of these. Like, you had Gleaming the Cube. I mean, some of these aren't big blockbusters, but we used to do these movies. Gleaming the Cube, skateboarding, over the top, arm wrestling, all of this stuff. You put a star or emerging star in a movie about a thing, and it's a big deal. And then they kind of stopped making those movies.
Yeah.
Like, the movies were expected to be something that's more than just like a
No Holds
vapid-
Barred with Hulk Hogan.
No Holds Barred.
Yeah.
We could do this. Like, there's so many different films we could talk about, even like Days of Thunder, NASCAR, all of that. And then they stopped doing them because we could no longer make the movie that's just kind of vapid. It seemed like an affront against the filmmaking gods to make a movie that was just kind of vapid but fun.
Yeah.
And this movie is that. There's not much depth to the film, but the film in the total sum of its parts really, really works and really means something.
I mean, I think that in Hollywood, it's all about IP, but Formula One racing and car racing in general is good
Certainly.
IP in general. And it's like, I'll go see almost any movie where cars race. Like, it's
It's
really,
a cinematic thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I went through like a bunch of car racing movies last night, and I was like,
Yeah.
these are all solid.
Right.
Like, I mean, I was like, I got no notes, man.
The
Like,
Fast and the Furious, cars doing cool shit.
I was watching Grand Prix with James Garner last night. I was like, this rules. Like, I'm like, we can
Yeah.
go back to the 60s if you want.
Well, the history, Le Mans, Bobby Deerfield, Days of Thunder. Driven was the only one that didn't work, and that had Stallone and Burt Reynolds
Mhm.
too late, and Kip Pardue was terrible in it. Talladega Nights, Senna documentary, Rush, a movie that I love that's on the Rewatchables list, Ford and Ferrari, F1, all the Fast movies. I was going to do this later. I'll do it now. I wish I liked real racing as much as I like racing movies.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like F1 does nothing for me. It seems fine. You go, you sit, they go by at crazy speeds. I've never cared about Indy 500. I've never cared about NASCAR. I've never cared about anything. But I love racing movies because they're basically awesomely edited races combined with like the behind the scenes stuff. And I think that's just where I've landed. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just what I want.
What are some other things that you would only prefer to see rendered as movies? Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to go deep underwater in the ocean.
I would say cooking movies
I was
are
just about
another
to
one
say
like
cooking.
that.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like cooking, like I don't watch a cooking show,
Yeah.
but whenever there's a part in that movie Chef where Favreau is making, is it a grilled cheese sandwich or something? Well, he makes a grilled cheese sandwich for his son, but then
it's like
he makes
a panini.
But he makes something for Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
And
He makes her a pasta.
makes her a pasta. And just him whipping up the pasta and her watching him whip up the pasta, you're like, God damn, I would like to be able to do that. That is incredible.
But you wouldn't have watched it on Instagram for 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna watch it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it looks cool to watch somebody with the mastery of the kitchen like that. But like
Yeah.
in actuality, I'm not trying to see
This
it.
is what's great about the movies, though. You watch at an F1 race, and people love F1, and I like F1. I think I had, like most people, like my short-lived affair with Drive to Survive.
Get up
and
at
everything.
6 in the morning.
I never did that because
Okay.
I'm already up early enough watching soccer. I can't have two global sports that make me wake up at weird times. But I will say that, like, take Color of Money, right? Like, if I was like, let's watch billiards, you'd be like, I'm good. You know, like there's got to be.
Van's like, is that tall Asian lady playing?
You talking about Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the Black Widow playing?
The Black Widow?
Jeanette? What was her name?
Jeanette.
Is Jeanette Lee playing?
I think she got sick after a while.
Oh.
But
She
if you
got
watch
sick.
Color of Money, you're like, billiards is the most exciting cinematic thing anyone
How about
could
ping
possibly
pong
do.
with Marty
Of course.
Supreme?
Ping
That's
pong.
another one.
Okay, I do enjoy watching both of those sports.
Yeah.
Earl Strickland, Efren Reyes when I was into pool.
What about darts?
Darts, but there are sports I like to watch, like, guys throw axes and then lumberjacks and all that. But ping pong is the only thing that I don't know that I like watching it until it's actually on.
Mm.
So I will never go watch ping pong.
You never seek it.
But when I see ping pong or table tennis, them playing it, it is one of the most amazing things I feel like a human being can do to play the sport.
Well, I wrote down, if I'm paying $30 for a movie, I want the ability to feel. I want to feel things. This movie made you feel. It's a human response movie.
Yeah.
That first crash, which when we do rewatchable scenes, first time you see it in the theater.
The Monza crash?
When JP crashes,
crashes.
you're like, it's like you just can't believe it. And then it's so cool in the way they do it and the way it's shot. I mean, I love that in 2025, we're still getting better at stuff.
Mhm.
And I think in this case, we're just getting better. This movie in 1990 was Days of Thunder,
Right.
which is a very cool movie that I like a lot that we've done on the Rewatchables. But it's night and day when you see some of the shit they did with the cameras.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, like in terms of filming movement, I would argue Kosinski is the first person to push it forward since Tony Scott. Like in terms of filming like a piece of machinery going like Top Gun Maverick, this, and it's like he really is an inheritor of some of like his Tony Scott's like stylistic revelations.
The last scene when he's flying, basically, when Sonny's about to win the race, the first time seeing that in the theater, and you kind of knew it was probably going to happen because you set it up in the monologue. But then when they do it, and there's no soundtrack, and it's just the sound, and it's just Pitt's face, and it's just
also
just incredibly well done.
A really easy scene to make corny.
Yeah.
If the background of that happening hasn't been established, if you're not in with Sonny's character all the way.
Yeah.
And also if the movie is any less technically proficient.
So you did the monologue. Brad Pitt. I'm going to do the Brad Pitt face a couple times.
The coolest thing about that is also
everything on the side of his left mouth.
The cut to Bardem's face.
Right. So it's like a
Bardem
really...
had some good celebration acting in this. I always thought the chef in Vision Quest was my number one. There's been a lot of good crowd celebration guys over the years, but I thought Bardem was really, really good.
You know who my favorite crowd guy is of all time?
Put
him in a body bag, Johnny. Yeah. That dude was on Johnny dick.
Yeah.
Like he was into it, man. Like that's my favorite crowd guy
Don't
in
forget
the movie.
the Gazzo from Rocky. Go get him, Rock! He had some good ones. That'd be a good montage, like somebody just doing the 25 best sports movie celebrator crowd guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sports movie tropes. You and I talked about this on my podcast. I did not listen to it. So if we we go back on some of the stuff we talked about, I apologize. But I did grab this from the notes for that. Sports movie tropes, CR.
Mm-hmm.
The best that never was.
Sure.
That was I think the most underrated 30 for 30 we ever did when I was there was the Marcus Dupree one.
Excruciating.
That is also where I met you, was at the screening party for Marcus Dupree.
And I remember John Hawk, the director of it, he found all this high school footage of Marcus Dupree that we weren't positive existed, or I can't remember how I found it. And then to see that guy, and you do this guy was the best that never was. And then you actually could see the footage of him. But anyway, this is a sports movie trope that it's kind of undefeated. They've used it for action movies in some ways too, like Roadhouse, best cooler. You don't understand how good this guy was. Like we've seen this over the years, but it works best sports movies. So that's one. Old guy versus new guy. Never doesn't work. White and black not getting along and then teaming up. Seen it? Come on, Van.
Like White Man Can't Jump. Yeah.
Like White Man Can't Jump. That's the only thing they didn't do.
Let's be honest, it's a trope.
There's the only thing they didn't do in this movie.
Yeah.
He never looked at him and goes, you know what? Your type just can never get to the pure.
He did kind of get a little DEI with him where he was like the participation trophy thing.
But and then you have Damson come back and what do you mean my type?
Yeah.
And White Man Can't Jump, they just straight up say it.
Yes.
Like black guys would whether look good and lose, white guys would whether look bad and win, and that's actually funny. But this movie, they were like, let's stay away from it. Times are tough.
The downtrodden team that's about to go under and desperately needs a spark, that always works. The monologue about chasing the one great thing. You know, once upon a time, when my dad died, he told me, blah, blah, blah. Like, you need that 1 minute something. The big accident monkey wrench. I've seen that a million times. And then the climactic race fight game.
Can I throw one newer one in there?
Gimme.
This movie gets compared to Top Gun Maverick a lot, same director, and kind of like broadly like some of the same story
Cruise
elements.
and Pitt could have switched parts. Probably been fine.
It's kind of Moneyball on steroids, though. Because it's about a scrappy group of underdogs figuring out how to exploit the margins and the
jigsaw
loopholes.
puzzle movie. How do we put together the puzzle?
But it's also like Plan C is the whole like it's basically Billy Bean. You know, it's like, well, we can't beat them just straight up, so we have to do all this other stuff to beat them in the aggregate.
Pitt has that great speech about if I can get 1/10 of a second better,
and you can get 1/10.
You can.
That's 5
There's
seconds.
a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that is a second. We'll save like 70 seconds.
There's also one that you missed. They don't do it in this movie, but it still happens in this movie.
Okay.
This movie doesn't have the scene where Javier Bardem's character is sitting around with the rest of the people and they're like, we really gotta win. And he goes, I know one guy.
I know. Yeah.
I know one guy. I don't know if he'll do it. It's like it's assumed that happened. but then you got to go get this guy out of retirement.
Well, they do have the whole, how many guys did you call before you got to me?
Lucky
Right.
number 9.
7. That's a good action
Yeah.
one, too.
Mhm.
A sports movie trope they do not have in this, and they actually have the reverse of it, and so much better, is that the lead female in this is not like the, you can't do it, you're going to die. It turns out she has the coolest job. She's not doing the Adrian. She has a cool job.
Yeah.
And she's a great character. And I think that's one of the reasons this movie's so rewatchable. I love the Kerry Condon scenes. I believe the character. I want her to get better. I believe that she's in on Brad Pitt. I want them to end up together at the end. It's just another hard one to pull off. CR loves her. That little spark plug Irish lady.
You like that type of shit.
Right, it's CR's wheelhouse.
You like that type
CR
of shit.
saw her that big pint in the bar, and she's like, yes.
If she was smoking in this movie, I probably would leave my wife for her.
She's got a big, long Virginia Slim.
Yeah.
Well, they make the character like, aspirational in other ways, because in some ways, I mean, she gives up the ass super quick. Just straight
I
up.
don't know about that.
Well, there was a whole season.
There's
There's
like
like
se-
3,
they
4
had
months.
7 races till they get to Vegas, right?
I mean, normally what I'm saying
She
is,
was sweet on Brad, though.
normally in a movie like that, the virtue of the character is in that she doesn't give up
Yes.
the ass, but then she gives up the ass, and then she's straight up loving him. She's on the whole thing. She just
She kissed his shoulder. She
Yeah.
really liked him.
She really liked
I think
him.
they kind of zoomed past the ending that I think she would have been a little more upset. He was just like, all right, I'll see you later.
I have some stuff about that.
He
Where
was
he's just like,
that.
I
I'm
know
out.
we're in love, but I'm going to Baja. You
Right.
know, like,
Come back ring me when you get back, Tiger. No, what? You just out. Y'all
Well,
should just,
one thing I love about this, the casting, and she's really cute, obviously.
Mhm.
But I think in the 90s, they just would have picked whoever the best looking actress is and made believe she was this. I really believe that she was trying to put together
Right.
the perfect car.
yeah.
I also believe that the two would end up together. I don't know. Did a great job. Brad Pitt. So I don't know where this is going to rank on the best sports movies of the 21st century so far. I may or may not have a list at some
Ooh.
point. Not today.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
But Brad Pitt was in 2 of those movies, regardless of what your list is.
Yes.
Moneyball and
Well,
F1.
yeah.
Double duty for this. I did when you and I did or maybe I did this with Wesley. I can't remember. I did it on my pod with somebody. The 4 decades of Brad Pitt as the leading man in all the arcs, where the 6 stages basically, up and coming, handsome guy, leading man on training wheels, A-lister, Brangelina heyday when he goes to another level of fame, Brangelina swoon. And then in 2019 with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, we entered the Brad Pitt as the icon.
Yes.
When we do Once Upon a Time in Hollywood at Astra F1, he got $30 million for this movie, and I think he's a big reason why people took it seriously.
Mhm.
This is now a 35-year career, CR. And yet, I still feel like people would have Cruise above him. I even think people would have maybe Damon above him.
Are you nuts?
I think Leo would be above
like
him.
Matt Damon?
Yeah, I think when
Over
people
Brad
think about
Pitt?
the biggest actors.
What are you talking about? As like a box office draw?
Do you
or
think
is-
he gets enough credit, I guess is my question.
I think the thing with Brad Pitt.
Would people throw him out second after Cruise?
No, I think Leo would go second. I think Brad Pitt works more than those guys, it seems like.
He's had more misses.
Yeah, and he takes more swings and he produces more stuff. And I think he also has kind of settled into now, finally, like Paul Newman Color of Money era. Like maybe a little younger than Paul Newman was at that point, but is starting to embrace the idea of being like this is the twilight part of my career, and the roles are really great because of that.
What do you think, Van?
I think that Brad Pitt carved out a Brad Pitt thing that makes him incomparable to a lot of his contemporaries. His career is really interesting. Like Tom Cruise embodied not just the movie star, but the hyper celebrity.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing, the entire deal. Brad Pitt became a leading man that was in some big movies, that was in some smaller movies. He became the cool, like A+ actor that just kind of did whatever he wanted to do. He didn't get with Scorsese and do the next 10 Scorsese movies. He just decided that he lived his life in a laissez-faire kind of way. And he just did the thing that he thought was the coolest at the time that it was in front of him. And that's really interesting. It doesn't seem like he planned his career out.
Yeah, the big difference between him and Cruise too is that he never picked a character that he played for like more than a couple movies.
Right. So in that,
Right, he never did his version of Born.
it
or
just-
any of that
Ethan
stuff.
Hunt. Yeah.
So in the way that Leo said, you know what, I'm going to get to a certain point and I'm going to work with these directors who are just unassailable in the quality of the film. And the way that Tom went, I'm going to give you big budget genre, 5-4 quadrant type of movies. It just seemed like Brad got a script and went, okay, cool.
Mhm.
And he was so Brad Pitt that he could make that work over the course
killing
of
them
the whole
softly.
career.
Bang, let's make
Boom,
it.
let's do it. Like whatever it is, let's do it.
So I was going to do this for hottest take later. I'll just do it now. I think that him just crossing paths with Angelina at the time he did was almost like an athlete like tearing an ACL and missing 2 seasons. I think that sent his career in a different direction. That Brangelina thing became so big, and so it kind of like swallowed up both of them. I think both of their careers, like the kind of movies that they made,
I kind of can't
they did stuff together. Like he has this whole, basically 15 years after Mr. and Mrs. Smith, where I'm not even really sure what happened. And I think part of it was all of a sudden he was with Angelina Jolie. They have 5 kids all of a sudden.
Sure.
They're making movies together that weren't really any good. And I do wonder what happens.
Got really into politics.
Yeah, I do wonder and he got into producing and did some good stuff. But I feel like there was like 3 or 4 more Moneyball type movies for him in there and he just didn't make them. Whereas always, like Cruise was working all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to tell whether or not it's the movie industry that changes or the actor that changes. And maybe Brad Pitt was like the kinds of movies I could lead. Like at a certain point, he stops being interested in doing movies like Troy. You know what I mean? Like whether it's because he got older or because he didn't want to like be a beefcake A-list like movie star in that way. He wanted to be more of a character actor and appear in different kinds of stuff.
So he made Benjamin Button and Glorious Bastards and Moneyball basically middle of 2000s through 11. But then his 2012 to 18, Killing Them Softly, Allied, Fury, By the Sea, World War Z, and produced 12 Years a Slave.
Gotta say, in retrospect, a couple of those movies are quite good, though.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, like just for the movies that he's in, World War Z ended up being a movie that was kind of a trouble production,
and it was a huge hit.
That's a big, huge movie. It's like a gigantic.
How many
film.
times have you watched it?
Probably like 3,
2 or 3.
It's the zombies are really aggressive in it. It's not the easiest watch.
I wasn't a fan.
The Outbreak starts in Philly.
Yeah.
He got it back.
But look, The Big Short. He's in that. He's an interesting. That's towards the end of the time that you're talking about, though. But he's in interesting films here. Inglourious Bastards, Benjamin Button. These are interesting movies. He's having an interesting career. Burn After Reading. That's an interesting like choice for Brad Pitt at that time in his career.
He has that same Redford quality of like you could just kind of throw him in anything and it's probably going to work. It's fun to hang out with him. Paul Newman was like that. It's that kind of actor we just don't have anymore. And this is, he's playing a guy in his early 50s, but he's really in his early 60s.
Yeah.
He's doing, got his body shoulder
like that.
squared, doing a lot of his lines.
It's interesting to me always to see what performers like this do with that little wilderness period. So like the part that's right over, you guys know what I'm talking about. You're in the league, you're averaging
You'd already made like a
30,
bunch of awesome movies.
Sure, yeah, and then like when you get down to 26, 25, 24, it's how they navigate that point until they become elder statesmen. Oh my God, look, they're taking a chance. How they navigate that is always interesting.
Cruise just went into franchises.
Yes.
But he really struggled for a while too.
Yeah. I think Damon's had the most interesting approach to it, where he seems to make a combination of like big choices, smart big things, and then like kind of weird, cool swings, and just doesn't seem to care what hits and what doesn't.
Can we come back to this real quick? You think that Matt Damon is fucking with Brad Pitt in any way, shape, or form?
I think it's an interesting one because if you go the 7, I think the 7 movies that Brad Pitt made over the last 4 decades that probably have the longest tail. 7, Fight Club, Ocean's 11, Bastards, Moneyball, Once Upon a Time in F1, I think would be the 7.
I'll hear that.
So the question for me is, could Matt Damon top that with his best 7?
I think if you're counting Odyssey next year,
which we can't because we haven't seen it.
Count the Departed.
Let's just like for the
Good
sake
Will
of
Hunting.
Martian,
Born. Like his 7 versus Pitt 7 is a pretty good battle.
Yeah,
and they probably made the same amount of money
And they
the
have
same amount
similar
of
things
movies.
where it's like they'll just be like, I'm getting behind Kenneth Lonergan, or for Brad Pitt, he gets behind Andrew Dominic or whatever.
I
Like
think it's close.
they pick their directors and they. What are you laughing at?
It's absurd.
You think
No way.
Matt Damon is just not on Brad Pitt's level?
No. I think Matt Damon
You
is.
think I'm being a Boston homer?
Of course. But I think
Wow,
Matt Damon.
Shots fired at Matt Damon.
I think Matt Damon is fantastic.
Oscar winner.
Is an Oscar winner. Matt Damon is fantastic. If you were to use those movies as a metric, you could probably pull out. I bet there's probably more people that if we talk about guys that have been around this long, you could probably, if you just pull 7 movies, I bet you could also do that for Ben Affleck. I bet you could in terms of Brad Pitt. If you just pull 7 movies. But if you talk about the space that they take up in culture, how they're regarded, just overall how audiences respond to them, I think that Brad Pitt is in a different level than Matt Damon is.
Forgot about Mr. Ripley.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Who do you think's a better actor?
I think Matt Damon has a little bit more range.
Me too.
I think. But
Pitt feels more like a
tough.
movie star.
It's tough. It's like, I also think like
It's interesting in Ocean's 11, Pitt has kind of the more outsized role than Matt Damon does.
they have very similar things going on where like every once in a while, like they'll be like the supporting character in something. Like it's a really tough conversation.
Hey, don't want to be argumentative. I just do not disagree. I
like when we argue. I don't like when we agree.
I think that if you look
You hate
at
Boston, it's fine.
at the full, I can't wait for you. Well, never mind. The full range of the roles.
Yeah.
Like from 12 Monkeys all the way to cool leading man in F1. I don't know how we could say definitively.
Yeah, but we could do that with Damon. We could do like
I think
Courage
it's a good
Under
argument.
Fire through Born.
Courage Under Fire.
How about School Ties?
Yeah.
How about School Ties?
Yeah.
As we're talking about, okay.
Anti-Semite 1940s football player. Who's
Right.
better?
The tough role to get in character for a guy from Boston.
That's
He had no one to
Shots
study.
fired.
Like he had
I
no
hope
one
you
to
run
study.
into Matt Damon now.
He's a fantastic performer. I'm just saying, I think Brad's probably, he's certainly a bigger movie star in my opinion, but I also think that.
Well, I think the Angelina thing made him a bigger movie star, though. He
I could-
wasn't
okay.
until that happened. That vaulted him into A+dom. Whereas Matt, on the other hand, got married. You never hear anything about him. He's been married for like 20 years. He's like intentionally low profile.
Okay, so
Brad was like, here I am. I am dating the hottest actress we have.
off the back of dating Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. I went from
Right.
and Gwyneth Paltrow and whoever, all the other
only
people
problem with this is also when we were talking about Brad Pitt's movies, we left out Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But the only problem with this is that they met on a film where they were together in that film, and it was Brad Pitt as the star of this big, gigantic action
That would have been a
movie
good.
along
How
with
would Van Lathan get out of this one? You dating Angelina and you doing a movie with Angelina Jolie in 2004.
That's actually
Where were you? I called you in your trailer. I went to get an espresso. I didn't hear the phone.
poor thing. I still feel bad for Jennifer Aniston after that.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
Speaking of Sunny, what was Sunny Hayes?
Sunny Hayes.
Great name. I made I wanted to move to Damson. The athletes that captured the decade the best, if we're going to make a list, going back to the 70s.
Athletes in movies?
Movie athlete.
Okay.
Nick Nolte in North Dallas 40. 70s.
Grizzled football.
Trying to tell us where football's going. 1980s, Ivan Drago, Rocky IV. Cold War. We'll do anything for an edge. Put more steroids in me. 1990s, it's either Rod Tidwell or Willie Beeman. I'm not sure who. Maybe Willie Beeman, but you could also talk me into Rod Tidwell.
Okay.
Realistic, the most realistic version of an athlete I've seen in a movie. Says something about the 90s in general. When you look back, it's like, that's a very 90s character.
But also with Tidwell, a very three-dimensional character.
Yeah.
Like a family man and all of that stuff.
My
like,
favorite sports movie character.
Yeah.
2000s, Tim Riggins, Any Given Sunday. Yeah.
Friday Night Lights.
Yeah. I'm
said-
sorry,
oh, you
Friday
said
Night
Any
Lights.
Given
I wrote
Sunday.
down Any Given
Okay,
Sunday. I meant
cool.
Friday. Tim
Tim
Riggins, Friday
Riggins
Night
from the
Lights.
TV show?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
in the movie.
Yeah, in the movie. Okay.
Which one was Tim Riggins in the movie?
Garrett Hedlund.
Garrett Hedlund.
Oh.
Yeah.
His dad
Yep.
being
Tim
mean
McGraw
to
comes
him.
up,
Tim McGraw putting the thing. But
but then he comes up and puts the ring on his finger.
Bro, that movie, I know you guys are obsessed with the television show,
No, the movie's great. We
Yeah,
did the
it's
movie.
awesome.
That movie is
It's the best halftime
perfect,
speech ever
bro.
given.
Like that's a perfect.
What?
What?
Pacino is pregame.
Yeah. I mean, also, I would put Billy Bob saying "Forever's about to happen" like up against any
Man, he
halftime
looks
speech.
at those boys and without even raising his voice goes, you know, my heart, I got goosebumps, like my heart is full. I've done
great,
everything
yeah.
that I can do.
It's Pacino and Billy Bob in the finals.
Yeah. Is the miracle?
I don't know when the
speech-
last time you watched Any Given Sunday.
Oh, I watch it
It's
regularly.
It's
Yeah.
kind of in the Pluto rotation right now. Just saying.
Are you?
It's been popping on Pluto.
Do you have eyes for other free streaming services
Well,
besides
it's been on
Tubi?
Pluto.
Tubi.
And the halftime, the pregame's great. And the cutting to Fox, and he starts moving toward Pacino. Great stuff. I have Riggins for here because movie and TV show. That was when we started to realize, IP could be all over the place. 2010's Adonis Creed. 2020's Josh Pierce in F1. I love how they do the social. I think his whole backstory with his mom and his handler and how he's trying to basically be a star when he hasn't done anything yet, how he approaches his public persona. It's the best I've seen in a movie this decade, I think, for where we are in the 2020s with social media.
We'll just have to wait for the Puka Nakua story.
Van's trying to close the deal on it right now. But this Josh Pierce character on paper might have not worked, and it worked really well. So
Yeah,
why
he's
did it work?
Super charming. Obviously, he's from like broke big with Snowfall, but I don't know. He has a limited amount of screen time in this movie compared to Pitt. Like, there's clearly like other stuff. I think that they shot like a whole love interest with him that they left.
Yeah, they cut it out completely.
that
I
they
didn't
cut it
realize
out.
that.
And the fact that you can still piece together who he is, and he has to say things like, I had to climb a mountain to get here, and really sell it. You know, like that's basically his exposition. And it really works. He's a really, really dynamic performer.
Character works for the same reason that the movie works. Like, the movie assumes that you know who he is, which is why they could cut a lot of that stuff out. The movie assumes that you realize that it's tough for a kid coming from where he's from to achieve in F1. The movie even assumes that you understand his talent because we never really see it. They basically just tell us over and over and over again that he could be a great driver.
Yeah.
But we don't really get anything on screen to demonstrate that to us. But that character, that archetype of it's all right there in front of you, but you're distracted by bullshit.
Yeah.
The movie assumes you know that character.
It's kind of interesting. One of my favorite parts about this movie is that it's not like JP is Luke Skywalker. And they're like, we just need the right mentor to get this kid. It's like, he's pretty good. You know, F1 is really a lot about the car, right? As my understanding is that the cars are kind of like,
and it seems like the teamwork is important.
And the teamwork is important.
Being the leader.
But it's like they only really
figures out.
bond once, then they backslide, and then they bond one last time. And JP sacrifices for him. But
They do a great job with the morning jog.
yeah,
And
that's
continuing to come back to that. And there's more and more people. And then eventually JP's leading the jog. And
But
it's
see,
like, they don't bang you over the head with it.
that to me is why I say this is 80s and 90s movie making, and Kosinski is so good at this stuff.
Yeah.
It's because you usually just have that scene. You used to have that scene of somebody getting up in the morning, stretching, and they're doing it by themselves, and then all of a sudden somebody else is there, and then all of a sudden, and you see it rather than somebody having to give a long speech about the importance of togetherness.
yeah.
And then, like, by the end of it, you get that there's something that happened between all of these people that brought them together. It doesn't have to be belabored.
Yeah, this movie's long, but I don't feel like it's long when I'm watching it. Even like some of this, the pitches like in his hotel room or whatever, flicking the cards. It kind of needs it. Like it has like a nice, the right kind of pace to it.
We'll talk about that later, flicking of cards. A lot of things I got to talk about.
5 decades of Bruckheimer.
I'm glad you're bringing this up.
How many rewatchables do you think we've done of Jerry Bruckheimer?
10?
What do you think, Van? We've done
north of that?
417 movies. This would be
So it's got to
418.
be of Bruckheimer?
Yeah.
15.
No. We've done four.
No. Overall. So I'm saying what, 15, 20?
16th.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we've done Gigolo, Thief, American Gigolo, Thief, Cop 1 and 2, Top Gun, Days of Thunder, Crimson Tide, Dangerous Minds, Bad Boys, Con Air, Face Off, Armageddon, Enemy of the State, Remember the Titans, and Top Gun Maverick and F1.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bangers. I feel like we should have a picture of him in the studio here. This is 80s, 90s. It's 5 decades of him.
Yeah.
And his 2010s weren't great. He's basically doing the Pirate sequels and Lone Ranger, and then kind of gets his mojo back this decade.
Lone Ranger, yeah.
So many people have gotten distracted, decided to become tech moguls,
Yeah.
start political action committees, do whatever they're doing when they're movie producers. This guy's just like, I do one thing and I do it better than anybody else in the world. This movie is really a monument to producing. From when you think about the amount of money that must have changed hands to make this movie, the amount of negotiating that must have had to happen with all the different countries they're shooting in, with the strikes happening, with COVID restrictions, and Jerry Bruckheimer's got like fucking 15 new cameras inside of F1 cars.
Right. Mm-hmm. He's getting Apple to make him like these inch-sized cameras.
I mean, that's what movie producers are supposed to do.
Yeah.
I look
Take
at him.
some fucking lessons, Van.
Yeah, it's true. I look at him and I bet he calls movies pictures. And that's the kind of producers I like. I like it when they say picture. We're working on a big picture here.
Right.
He's one of the guys that says, hey, I'm getting Brad Pitt and Kosinski together and we're doing this racing picture. Like the guys that put shit together, get shit done. It's about putting guys together and letting them get their talents off on the screen. And you'll do anything for the movie.
Because of like the preponderant, like the amount of visual effects and like the amount of stuff you can do inside of a computer now. And also just because of the last couple of years in the industry, when you watch movies now, you're kind of like, oh, I can see they tried to save money here, like for whatever reason, like in any movie.
You didn't get this feeling once during F1?
When you watch F1, you're like, how much did this fucking movie cost?
But
Jesus Christ.
But to be honest with you though, if people out there are wondering what a good producer does, it's exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah.
A movie that's well produced, you cannot see the seams.
Yeah.
That is what a well-produced movie is. A well-directed movie maintains the dramatic tension and the narrative from the beginning all the way to the end, with every scene kind of adding to that. A well-produced film, you can't see the seams.
It's almost like he was like, let's spend more money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's kind of cool. Like to why, because you're getting it back in your movie ticket.
Bruckheimer's like, yo, Kosinski, gonna have to shoot that final scene in Saudi Arabia, it looks like. And we got to put the sheiks in as we're hitting the trophy, but we get an extra $15 million to spend.
Gotta do it.
Kosinski's like, great.
It's for the picture.
It's for the picture. Great job by him. There's a couple we haven't done from him. We never did Flashdance. We didn't do Black Hawk Down, Quentin Tarantino's favorite movie of the 21st century.
Yeah.
We didn't do Gone in 60 Seconds.
And
we didn't do Bad Boys 2, which we've discussed for like 3 years.
Are you saving that?
Yeah.
We just haven't done it yet.
When you guys do Black Hawk Down, because I'm not going to be on that one, but when you guys do Black Hawk Down.
You're not going to be on it because of.
Nah, it's not my type of deal. But when you do,
Will you be on the Oz Season 1 rewatch?
I love that.
Okay.
But you guys, it should be you guys, and then you should bring in somebody from Special Operator YouTubes. There's this one guy I watched, it's like Valhalla guy. He's a special operator. Do you guys follow what's going on in the special operator community?
I actually probably do. Honestly, I'm surprised I don't know the guy you're referencing.
So, Sierra and I have spent a lot of time in the Providence Reddit scene the last 5 days.
I
trying to solve some shit.
I love listening to special operators talk about like what they need to be effective on a mission. If you guys do it, bring in a special operator to talk about it. Bring in Valhalla.
The F1 stuff in this movie, based on the 2023 Formula One season, filmed in 23 and 24. There was a bidding war in late 2021 for the movie. It had Pitt, Bruckheimer, Kosinski, and Ethan Kruger, the guy who wrote it. Lewis Hamilton was a producer.
Aaron Kruger.
Aaron Kruger.
He's an interesting writer.
Yeah.
It's an interesting collection of
My
credits.
bad. Sorry, Kruger. Apple won the thing for 130 to 140 million. Gave Pitt 30 of it. Pitt and Damson did all the driving up to 180 miles an hour, and then they tapped out after that.
I say Damson had to, part of getting the role was him.
Yeah, he had to beat out. And unfortunately, this movie just happened, so there's really no great casting what ifs for it. So I'm just going to assume
there was
Damson
apparently
won,
like a huge
bunch of people trying to get it.
for the JP role. Yeah.
Aaron Kruger did Arlington Road, Reindeer Games, The Ring, 3 Transformer movies, and Top Gun Maverick.
Yes.
It's a good career.
It's worth noting that
On
there
top of a whole bunch of other stuff.
is after the film, there is an additional literary contributions credit for Aaron Sorkin,
Yeah, I saw that.
Christopher Storer, and
Uncredited.
Jez Butterworth and Kara Smith.
Clean up some dialogue?
I think
That's where you want to get to in life as a screenwriter, where they're like, here's $500,000. Can you just read this script and send us like 10 notes?
Yeah. Clean up a little dialogue. Hey, I've talked about it before. I can't. Arlington Road, underrated.
I like it too. Kosinski broke through. He'd been around for a while, but broke through with Top Gun Maverick in 22. He understands me, CR.
yeah, he knows what you
He
like.
understands what I want.
Yeah.
He understands what I want in a movie. And he's done 2 of the only rewatchables ever that we've done in the same year the movie came
We'll
out.
probably do another one when Miami Vice comes out.
Oh, we'll be doing that from the theater. We'll just have Hal with a camera on.
He's the only
camera
person who's
helmet.
ever made a movie that we've done the rewatchables the week it came out, right? Didn't we do Top Gun Maverick really soon after it came out?
Yeah, because we both went nuts.
Yeah.
Also directed one of the greatest commercials of all time.
What's that?
You guys remember the Gears of War commercial where it was, is that an REM song? What's the song? The song, no, Tears for Fears song.
Oh, Everybody Wants to Rule the World?
No, it's, who makes this? I don't know who makes it.
Pill
The song
Shelter?
no, the song is called, we're just going to go through all these records.
It's obviously a commercial that stayed with you.
So,
No,
that's a great story.
It's called Mad World.
Mad World. Yeah.
Mad World. Shut the fuck. It's called Mad World. The Gears of War commercial.
Yeah.
He did that. Like,
Mad World.
yeah, but I think this is a really important movie for him because it's now he is, to me, the big budget action guy.
Yeah.
Well, $200 million budget at least, made over $600 million so far. It's at like 630 as we record this. So I think he's got a
It's
carte
also
blanche
like
now.
going to be the now flagship movie of Apple for 5 years, probably.
Well, that's the other thing. And we could have put
Like
this
every
in,
time you turn on Apple TV, the first thing you see is Brad
still
Pitt.
there. I
Yeah.
went to go find it to rewatch it this week, and there it was, just staring at me. I don't know what category that fits in for the rewatchables, but it gave Apple movie credibility that it just didn't have. It was a big bet. They felt like they were just stupid money. People taking advantage of them in some ways. And then this movie changed the calculus of it and then ended up with them getting F1 recently. The actual sport that is going to now be on Apple.
So before this, Apple had put out the Ridley Scott one, Napoleon.
Yes.
I think that movie was, when you go and watch that film, first of all, Ridley Scott is obviously fantastic, but the movie itself is just a mess. It seems like it's something that's overwrought, it's overspent, it's the entire deal. It doesn't seem like there was actually real craft in the filmmaking there. It's precisely the type of movie that Apple would not want to make.
Yeah.
It looks like a film made by like a big streamer with no constraints on anything.
And they had a few of those.
And this movie looks like the opposite. It looks like a movie that, even though they spent a ton of money, that everything was done with such care and such craft that it solidifies them as people who know how to make good films.
Also, I think we've seen some success this year with, we'll release the movie in the theaters for a few weeks and then it'll be on our service and we're going to win 2 ways. Because we saw it with One Battle, we saw it with Sinners, saw it this movie, we saw it with Weapons. This formula that people thought, well, that doesn't make sense. Why am I going to go see it in the theater if it's also going to be available for free?
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So this was 8th worldwide in 2025. It was as big as Superman, Van.
Yeah.
Take that, fucking Superman.
Oh, that's an
loser.
interesting development, though.
Yeah.
Tough.
Have some of that. It was Pitt's biggest film ever. Worldwide, at least. It surpassed Cars 2 as the highest grossing sports film worldwide. Is Cars 2 a sports movie
Isn't
and I
that
didn't get the
animated?
memo?
Isn't it animated?
Yeah.
I mean,
That was in my research. Cars 2 was the biggest sports movie. It's like, what? I don't know what the actual biggest one is. I forgot to mention soundtrack by Hans fucking Zimmer.
and the Hansettes.
Coming at John Williams now. Has John Williams in his sights. Roger Ebert did not review this movie because he's been dead for like 10 years.
Do you think you would have liked it?
So I looked up some of his racing reviews. He gave Rush 4 stars, Days of Thunder 2, Top Gun 2.5. I didn't do the chat GBT to find out what
I
he would
think
have
he
thought.
would've
given it a- I was about to
Van
ask-
gets uncomfortable. You got uncomfortable last time.
No, I didn't.
No,
I
do.
use ChatGPT
Oh, I see. I got
all the
uncomfortable.
time.
Yeah.
Look at this.
All right.
Dog population estimate in the world, college football scandals, explain to me sovereign AI, what is a hostile takeover? all kinds of violent history of the KKK. This is what I asked.
You could just Google that though.
But ChatGPT does it better. It
I
talks to me.
think
It knows
Raj would
me.
have given this 3 stars. Too long. Racing scenes incredible.
I said 3 stars as well, and I think he would have paid special tribute to Kerry Condon and how she was a well-developed female character.
The
I think we
floor
would've
is
enjoyed
3
that.
stars because the movie making is so great.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to do most rewatchable scene. This episode is brought to you by Subaru. For Subaru, the holiday season is a time to give back. That's why during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event from November 20th to January 2nd, Subaru and its retailers will donate at least $300 to charities nationwide for every new car sold or leased. They've supported over 2,700 local causes, and by year's end, donations will reach $350 million. Learn more at Subaru.com/share. All right, guys. I have a few here. I'm going to try to zip through them.
All right.
Most rewatchable scene. The opening scene, Sonny in a trailer. Is this Cliff Booth? Is he back?
It's just such a great character introduction.
The Led Zepp just coming in. They're like, not only are we spend a lot of money on this movie, we got fucking Led Zeppelin.
Dude, when you
we're
see
hitting
this
you over
shit
the head with this.
in IMAX
Yeah.
and Whole Lot of Love starts, and then he dunks his face in an ice bath, and then he's like 24 hours in Daytona, Shea Wiggum. Let's
ready to fucking go. And another thing, like you ready to go. Hey, he's sleeping. And then the person says 5 minutes until you have to get into one of those death machines and race around.
Yeah.
You just right away know so much about the character.
And then he gets out of the car and he goes, lose that lead and I'll kill you.
Puts a bunch of zins in.
Yeah. Spend your whole life starting over, Sonny. Anyway, next one. Sonny shows up, does the I can get within 1 second of JP challenge, flips the car at the end, but he made it. Enjoyable. Sizing each other up. Some good sizing in this movie.
Didn't super understand that. Like, it seemed like he had like one good sector, but stalled once and then crashed. And I
So,
was
like, what's
They're
the
like,
deal?
that's our guy. He's 52 and he crashed in
I
one
also
lap.
really like when they're like, is he auditioning? He's like, no, he's auditioning us.
That is a trope.
Yeah.
I have Sonny and Kate having a beer right into the Rocky IV training montage. Where
Training
it's
montage
like,
is great.
it's like JP's doing the new school version, but there's our guy Sonny, old school, just doing pull-ups.
We don't talk about that trope. The
Old school, new school training
old
montage.
school, new school training.
Stallone invented that shit.
They invented it, yeah.
I gotta say, CR's been in my life for so long that when the 2 beer scene, for some reason, I just think of CR immediately as I'm watching it. I'm like, CR would have loved this, watching this girl with a big pint.
Yeah.
And if she pulled out a cigarette, like he said earlier, I think it would have been all over. Good. We don't get a lot of pint scenes anymore.
It's also a very idyllic pub on a canal. Like, it's
Beautiful.
just a beautiful, beautiful pub.
They look great.
Yeah, they look awesome.
I mean, neither of them's really drinking the beer.
No.
Yes. I wondered
She
if
leaves,
that was
it's like just that much
I
is
wondered
gone.
if that was a F1 thing, because the only person who's really drinking alcohol in this movie is Tobias Menzies. And everybody else is kind of having non-NA beers.
Yeah.
You know, we're this deep into the pod. We haven't really talked about this movie as a function
Of F1
of
propaganda.
F1 propaganda,
Yeah.
commercial stuff.
I mean, every single driver's in it. I didn't want to spend too much time on that because there was so much written and discussed about it when the movie came out. But
Right.
we probably should.
You know what
It's a
you're getting
2.5
into. We
hour
should've talked
commercial
about it.
for F1.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton's in the end. Nobody's a villain.
Or Lewis
It's
Hamilton
not-
is part of the filmmaking team.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's nothing like Ferrari is the bad guys or Red Bull are the bad guys. There are no bad guys.
Although
in
I
this
will
movie.
say, interestingly enough, I'm sure we're going to get to this at some point, the F1 community kind of mixed on this movie.
Yeah.
And
Surprisingly.
some of the drivers even were just like, eh.
What-
And
Yeah,
I
some
wondered
people
if
didn't
it
even
was
go to the
like
screenings.
they have to be like Carlos Sainz has to get passed. You know what I mean? Like Max gets passed by these dudes. Like,
I'm interested because I saw that in the research too. I'm interested in what they would have wanted.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like if somebody, it's like when they made that rom-com about the place that seemed like Grantland. And we're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you fucking guys, that's not like that.
What-
we wouldn't
yeah.
have, my office wouldn't be that
What is
nice.
this? What is this movie?
the
was
Glenn Powell movie,
The
right?
It was the Glenn Powell movie with
Zoe Deutsch, right?
Deutsch.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck
They
I'm
were
talking
working and they admitted it was like based on like a Grantland type of
about. Oh,
place.
interesting.
And it was like so much nicer than Grantland in the office. We just had like
We worked on
people
top of
crammed together.
Herbalife. Yeah.
So, I forgot in the beer thing. This was another like mini trope. They're saying Sonny isn't a has-been. He's a never was. I feel like I've heard that line before. I don't know. There's some lines where it's like, this definitely got pulled out of AI. Next scene, Sonny exploits the rules by causing minor crashes
Plan
to
C,
get
baby.
JP into the top 10. I'm just going to do this as a nitpick now. Can you do this?
I don't think so to the extent that
It's
they
probably
do it.
why the F1 people didn't like this.
Well, I think when you read like I was reading reviews of the movie in F1 and auto racing magazines, and they were like, "This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. No one would ever do this. You couldn't do that." So I think if you're a general fan of like, if you're obviously a movie going fan, but if you are like, I am broadly aware of F1 but don't understand the minutia of it, you love this movie, and if you do understand all the details of F1, you're probably like, well, that's bullshit.
So I always think, what would I have if I was a banker?
Yeah.
And I was watching The Big Short, because The Big Short is the only other movie that I can compare to this film that has to do work in order for the narrative to be understood.
Yeah.
Has to do work in educating the audience as you're watching the movie. And obviously, it's fabled they did it in a very ingenious way. But in this movie, if not for that part that probably doesn't happen, I would really not know what was going on. There's like a couple of different parts in the film where some of the stuff that they use in story explains to me.
That's a really good example, because Big Short has all those direct-to-camera moments with like Selena Gomez and Anthony Bourdain, but then also like in Margin Call, there will be times in Margin Call where a character will be like, explain this to me like I'm 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, you probably understand a little bit more of a sophisticated version of this, but you know, if you want Jeremy Irons to say that, you can have it, and that way the audience understands how the housing crisis starts.
I was trying to think of the sports that we watch all the time. What would be the example of him causing the minor crashes, but it's somehow being legal? It'd be in football. If you're like, there's 30 seconds left, the other team's on their 20, and you just did pass interference every time to chew the clock up, like 5 yards right after the line of the scrimmage. And it just chews up 5 seconds, and then the other team's at the 45 with no time left, which I've seen teams try to do. And if that was an even more blatant version of that strategy, that's kind of like...
It's a little hack-a-shack.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hack-a-shack. Hack-a-shack is a good example.
Hack-a-shack's good too.
Yeah.
JP crashes in the rain. This is an incredible sports movie scene.
The Monza, the whole
fire,
Monza race is amazing.
Every piece of this is great. The combat chant right into the Sonny is putting it together montage.
Let's say something about the crash real
good
quick.
Music, yeah.
Another reason why that crash is great is because in the movie, you don't know if he's going to die. It's very...
Well, it's unexpected, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
You think he's going to win the race. You're just like, oh, he's going to pass this guy.
But once he crashes,
yeah,
I could see them killing him.
Yeah.
Like, it's a Brad Pitt deal. He's there. I could see the character dying. It's not like when you... in a Marvel film or some of these other big budget IP movies, these people are signed up for, nobody's going to die. There's a danger to this film because you don't know what's going to happen. I could see them killing him. I thought maybe he was dead.
The combat chant, Sonny putting it together montage, really good music. The poker game, I have some thoughts on the poker game later, but it's an enjoyable scene.
The first time through, yeah.
Kerry's wearing the strapless.
On a rewatch.
Gonna be completely candid, there is like an hour-and-a-half version of this movie that's just the races. That is just like, that's all I want to watch in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they need this though to set up the hookup with her.
Yeah.
But I just like when anybody plays cards in a movie. The balcony scene, the Brad Pitt face. I was going to be world champion, best there ever was. And then it was all taken away. Chasing that moment every time I get in the car. I don't know when I'll find it again, but man, I want to. Because in that moment, I'm flying. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You like that.
She's just looking. They got the balcony with Vegas. Great scene. I like when they don't want him to race. And he says, if it's the last thing I do is drive that car, I will take that life.
Oh, this is after Vegas when he crashes.
After Vegas. I had a question though. Why not, when they're trying to decide whether Sonny should race or not, why not have Javier Bardem do a coin toss? All of a sudden his hair is parted forward.
Call it.
And he's just like, call it, Sonny. Then the final sprint. And then them winning. and a champagne spray celebration. That seems really fun. Did the right guy crash?
No.
Let's just do this now.
This is my hottest take.
Well, let's hear it. Let's go. Just do it now. This is a better movie if Sonny crashes.
My Luke Wilson hottest take is basically Sonny winning Abu Dhabi, much like Maverick, where Maverick has to be the one who saves everybody's asses, is probably good for this movie, but bad for the movie industry. And it is kind of like a metaphor for like baby boomers staying in their houses. Like, we got to get you guys out of the paint. And it's not good for the movie industry if we don't build more Brad Pitts and more Tom Cruises. And if these guys keep making movies like this where they're like, no, I win. I'm the champion. But thank you for your assistance. It's bad for the movie industry. So I like it in the movie. But Brad Pitt should crash at the end.
I remember we talked about this when we did the thing on my pod, because that was the one thing I had walking out of the theater where I was like, the better movie is if Damson wins.
Yes.
Well,
and Sonny puts him forward and pays it forward and the team wins. But they have Sonny win, and it's just, and then it's like, you'll win more later. You're going to win 10 of these. It's like, will he? I don't know.
So the best version of this, to me, that's ever been done in this old dog, new dog thing is In Color of Money.
Yeah.
Where at the end, Newman wins, but he doesn't know that he actually didn't win, that he's in a world now to where he can't see the angles anymore. So actually, Vince won. So you walk away, you kind of get the best of both worlds. Now you get Eddie Filson like renewed and all of that, and you get the actual character walking away smiling, the young guy smiling. In this movie, though, I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. I didn't go to the movie to watch Damson win the race.
So here's the only flip I would say.
What you are saying is true, but like by the time we built it up to him, because they didn't do enough for Damson's character in the movie to make him winning the race satisfactory. If his mom would have needed, if we knew more about all of this stuff.
I completely agree
but
with you.
But they didn't do enough for his character for him to win the race.
First time I was shocked that he didn't win. Second time, Pitt winning made more sense to me in the context of the movie. But I still think it's more interesting if they flip it. It's just a more interesting movie.
Like the movie that probably did the handover the best is Creed. And it's also a very successful franchise about a new quote-unquote character, even though it's like a legacy.
I was going to say Any Given Sunday. Because Cap gets hurt right before halftime.
Sure.
Yeah, but
makes the Dennis Quaid
but
face.
Cap, like once again, in that movie, there's no stakes in Willie Beeman taking over Cap. We barely get to know Cap.
We're doing it in
But it would be kind of cool if like
it's a redo.
Sonny crashes in Vegas and he's not allowed to race anymore. Like Ruben won't let him race. So he becomes
the guy on
the guy in the ear. You know, Kate.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's bad for the movie industry if we do not make these dudes into like superstars.
I don't disagree. Like, you wonder if in F2, if JP gets to win, or if they could literally not bring JP back for F2.
Fuck, I mean, F2 could just be Brad Pitt and Baja, and I go see it.
Would you see that?
Yeah,
I'll probably go watch it.
Brad Pitt, Sonny Bunch and Baja.
Yeah. Let Taylor Sheridan write it. The cartel's coming after him.
Okay. So that was my hottest take, but we put it in for Abu Dhabi.
You know, when you get old in life, things get taken away from you. It's part of life. You only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out that life is just a game of inches.
Are you just doing Any Given Sunday?
What's happening?
I'm just getting you guys ready for 2026 Any Given Sunday. And this team, we fight for that inch.
I was like, did Sonny say that?
Yeah, I'm like, what's going on?
That probably would have been the way to have Sonny not race in the final race as he gives a Pacino like Any Given Sunday speech to JP. What's your most rewatchable scene?
Monza. It's fucking awesome. The virtual safety car, the rain coming in, Sonny cuts off Max.
I like when the guy whips the fire thing to him because Sonny's closer.
And then
like good little details.
The slingshot move in the rain spray is awesome. So Monza, I also really like the British Grand Prix when Sonny doesn't start. Like it's like the race starts and Sonny's just sitting there and they're like, what's he doing?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's playing us.
Yeah.
If not for him flying, it's definitely Monza for me. But the flying part was just awesome. Really cool.
That's my answer as well.
There's only one other scene that I like.
I love the ending of this movie.
I love any scene in a movie where two old friends see each other, but at first they pretend like they don't know each other.
Yeah.
And then
That's
they
what
start,
CR and I
Oh,
are
the
gonna
diner?
do.
yeah, the
Yeah.
diner. You old son of a bitch.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
Come here, you son of a bitch. You old fucking son. It's good to see you. Like, I love any scene like
We should
that.
start doing that every time we
Every
see
time
each
we
other.
see each
Yeah.
other.
That's when I come find CR in London in 25 years.
I'm having a beer with Kerry Condon. Yeah.
And you got to go, we got to pod one more
CR.
time.
I
Heat
got a new
5.
podcast idea. It's a Rewatchables of Oz.
I need you.
What's the most 2025 thing about this movie? Well, this just happened, but I'll give you a Drive to Survive reference.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
The F1 having a major race in Las Vegas could only have happened in the last 2 years. And then JP watching Sonny's 1993 accident on YouTube. Those
Yeah,
are
I
my
mean,
three
Pretty-
choices.
it's pretty,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Those are really rooted in the 2020s.
making a movie like this about F1 at this particular point. F1 has
Yeah, I
taken
just
over.
had F1 being internationally
Yeah.
beloved,
Yeah.
celeb-infested
See,
mega sport.
I want to know how you feel about this. So to me, F1 is the new soccer in that it's a sport
And then nobody actually watches it.
that you have to act like you care about if you are a
You talking from an
cosmopolitan.
American standpoint?
Yeah, if you're a cosmopolitan sports fan, like us regular sports fans that get into baseball, playoff baseball, football, and basketball, maybe a little tennis, maybe a little golf when there's a dominant person.
Then you're pretending you know something about the World Cup.
right. But like if you're
I
gonna
think Croatia could beat England.
like
I
just-
heard that, by the way, on you and
just
Zach.
like last year, there was friends of mine that were going, yeah, I'm going, I gotta go support my fucking driving team. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Your driving team. What the
I
fuck
will
are you
say
talking
the
about?
under 30s, there were
I
some
get
people
it.
that jumped right in.
But that's a part of it. Like now,
Our
everybody,
podcast does pretty well.
I'm not saying it's a bad
Shout out
thing.
to Meg Schuster.
I'm just saying everybody now has to have like a soccer team. You know, everybody has to have
I
a
know.
soccer team. And it's like, if you're a true sports fan, if you're into soccer, if you're into the WNBA, you're a true
Right.
sports
Right.
fan. Like, yeah, that's being a
Before
cosmopolitan
the
sports fan.
WNBA went on a 3-year strike.
The WNBA cooking right now. It's like fun to watch.
I hope it's cooking with
I can't wait till
regular
Audie
season
Crooks.
games next year.
Have you seen Audie Crooks?
Where does she
Who are
play?
we talking to?
She plays for Iowa State.
Iowa State.
Have I seen Audie Crooks?
All right. Just making sure you're supporting the league, Bill, because they
I'm
need you.
supporting.
If you don't, because you've been in the past.
I
you
was
know.
texting with Shanae yesterday about it. I
Name
was.
dropping.
Because she's going to come on the pod soon because we really have to figure out this WNBA strike before it becomes a strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
This is not a good situation.
Do people with F1, do they more cheer for drivers or teams?
I think it's drivers, right? Like the people that I know that are into
Mal
it.
likes like,
I think it's like basketball where some people have teams and other
So
people
they
have
have
drivers.
drivers.
So if the driver switches team, it's like LeBron. Oh, LeBron's on the Cavs again. I'm rooting for the Cavs.
Let me ask you this: Michael Schumacher was F1, right?
Sure.
yes. Because in the, he
In the
is.
'90s, he was everywhere, right? You see
I think
him
they did, like those guys also moved around, like they did Indy.
IndyCar as well.
They would race F1 and also race other.
Did he have a feud with Cole Trickle?
Schumacher? No, it was him and Senna were
They were
racing.
going
against
back
each
and
other.
forth.
What's age the best? Brad Pitt living in a trailer, I'm just in every time.
Yeah.
At this point. I don't know if anyone's ever lived in a trailer better than him in a movie.
It would be funny if he was playing like FDR, but he was living in a trailer.
Back on the
They
White
should
House.
just release a movie called Brad Pitt's Living in a Trailer.
Yeah.
And that's just the movie. He's got a
Parentheses,
dog.
but he's FDR.
Open canned goods.
As good looking as he is, he does slovenly
He does.
really,
He really
well.
does.
Yeah.
He does
It's
like
because if you're that
disgusting-
fucking hot, you can just do whatever
Yeah.
you want. Yeah.
Who's your favorite Brad Pitt character ever? Is it Moneyball guy?
Nah, Tyler
My
Durden.
favorite is probably either True Romance or Fight Club. Yeah.
Mine
Tyler
is
Durden, man.
Floyd in True Romance, hands down.
Yeah.
He's
One of my
he's
favorite
left.
characters of all
He's
time.
coming back just to.
And then Burn After Reading would be like an honorable mention.
What's age the best? I like movies with just a great expensive soundtrack.
Yeah.
That they're just like, we're
Fucking-
gonna have Queen and Led
Yeah.
Zeppelin and some other shit on this, and money was not.
They also just
spared.
did a full album of new music for
Yeah.
this record.
What do you,
Doja
I have a
Cat.
bunch. What do you have?
I'm just a fucking Irish guy who loves Kerry Condon. Yeah, I got Kerry Condon. I love it when she goes, What's wrong with the car? The guy is sitting in it.
And her shit is thick.
Do it.
And we gotta start saying box, box. Like next time I have to pee, I'm gonna be like box, box. I'm gonna walk off set. Like with the F1 pit call when like they're like, I have to bring the car into pit row. They're like box, box, box. Did you notice that?
I did.
Okay.
I was thinking about should they have added a scene because we never see Damson's dad if JP's dad and they were like, what happened to him? And Kerry Condon was like, I gave him a taste. She took to it right away.
Took to it right away. You did chemical way.
It was on. I told Sierra I was on the other day. I watched the entire movie. I just seen it like 3 months ago.
I'm gonna be real.
If it's on, I just hop in.
I watch a lot of villains say a lot of evil shit.
Flower guys.
Being like, I got your mom
motherfucker saying
out.
that to him is the most evil shit.
And then your dad let you think she just ran away.
This dude walking around as he's doing the fucking flower.
While you're putting your fucking flyers out there.
Like that's so one of the most evil villain monologues that I've ever seen. That was an evil motherfucker in that movie.
Spirit animal. What else do you have, CR?
Just like our introduction to Sonny as a guy who's like listening to Led Zeppelin, doing his clothes at the laundromat, listening to the radio. I just think it's like a great character beat where you're like, this is a dude that's out of step with modern times.
What do you have, Van?
The technical stuff.
Had that as well. Like the in-race scoreboard graphic helpers.
All of the tech,
the
all of the technical stuff.
Yeah.
How beautiful. This movie almost looks like it could be, it takes place in the present time, but like this movie looks like it could be like a near futurist film with how much stuff is going on.
It's also crazy how much you kind of like, I never really truly understand what the fuck is happening. But like by the end of the movie, you're like, oh my God, he's going to undercut him. You know, and I'm like, I didn't know what that concept was before I watched this movie.
And as a commercial, this might be the single most, and maybe you guys can think of one that's better. This might be the single most effective movie commercial, maybe other than The Wizard. Like when you were a kid and you were watching The Wizard, you wanted to play Mario 3 like crazy when The Wizard came out. But this, knowing that world exists, like these incredibly rich, beautiful people, watching people drive these, that looks like an intoxicating world to be a part of. It made me sort of almost half of 1% interested in F1. And I've never watched.
Yeah, the outdoor luxury box situation they have with the evil villain guy entertaining his guests.
Yeah.
That seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
Who wants some caviar, guys, as we watch guys race by?
It seems like 80% of F1 audiences are in executive suites somehow.
I had the same thing with the scoreboard graphic helpers, how we always know where we are in the race. I just think we've seen so many sports movies where they fuck that up. You don't know what the score is, or they have announcers, and here comes Sonny Hayes. We didn't expect to see him, and they just screw it up. I have asking diner waitresses for advice. Always a win. What do you think there, Louise?
Yeah.
Well, how much are we talking?
Yeah.
It's not about the money.
There's just diner waitresses are just undefeated.
They've seen a lot. They've been through a lot.
It's really funny.
They've seen a lot. They're like bartenders, but they've seen even more.
Brad Pitt got $30 million to do this movie. He's like, it's not about the money.
The morning jogs we mentioned. The old school opening credits sequence.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do opening credits anymore, Van.
Yeah.
Brought me back to the 90s. And then my last one, this is another sports movie trope, a mini one. In this case, the jumpy pit crew member.
Yeah, Jody.
Where you're like, oh, she's going to be redeemed.
Yeah.
She's going to come through.
Mm-hmm.
If we're to have a changeover at one point, she'll have her shit together. I always enjoy those. Okay. Big Kahuna Burger War, best used food and drink, the beers and the beer date.
Yeah, sure. That's an easy one.
Honorable mention to Bardem and Pitt's diner scene.
Oh, that's a good too, yeah.
Great shot, Gordo. JP's car crash in slow-mo.
Yeah.
That's a clear winner, but I was trying to think. There's so many awesome shots in the movie. That's
you know what just
winner,
like gets my fucking heart going is just the shot of Sonny taking checkered flag and the fucking fireworks going off.
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn.
That's gorgeous, beautiful, yeah.
Great use of fireworks in this movie. Kid Cudi Pursuit of Happiness wore Best Needle Drop. It's clearly a whole lot of love. Led Zepp.
But I do like the Chris Stapleton song that plays over the practice race. That when Sonny first gets to the team.
Chess Rockwell, Brock Landers, best character name, Sonny Hayes.
Mm-mm.
What do you have?
The British media, the sports reporter, Don Cavendish.
Oh.
Sonny, you're a gambler.
That That could have been. That should be a new category for 26. What part could CR have played?
That would have been
You
you.
easily could have been Don Cavendish.
Yeah.
Cavendish comes up.
Oh, you have a flex category. What do you got?
Oh, when would I have died? Now, most people would probably say when they were driving. I think I would die cleaning gravel off of the track. I think I would be like busy listening to something and then like getting distracted and getting fucking cut in half by Lewis Hamilton.
Final Destination
Yes.
shit.
Butch's Girlfriend Award for weak link of the film. I have a glaring one, but what do you have? Do you have one?
You go.
No, you
go.
first. Like, it was hard for me to like find one, but it was probably his manager.
Dude, punch it in.
Yeah.
It's the guy. Samson Ko is good in it.
Yeah.
But it is a nothing part.
Yeah, it
All
doesn't
he
mean
does is
anything.
just say,
Yeah, is he a bad guy, a good guy?
And even at the end when JP decides not to do it, they haven't committed enough to the character.
He's just like daps him up. He's like,
Yeah.
cool, we're not going to do social media anymore.
Yeah.
Right, I don't have a job. You just fired me, but that's great. I mean, they're probably cousins or something like that. Yeah, they are.
The thing is,
but
these
it's-
guys exist though. It's like the Anthony Edwards' buddy
I
in
know,
the
but-
Adidas commercial.
But you need, to me, you got to commit to that character a little bit. Give that character something.
make him
to
a little
do.
sinister.
Yeah, he has to
Yeah.
be like, I want to go to these parties for myself. I need you to
Yeah.
come to get me in, kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
There's-
I'm trying to get laid.
Either funnier or more serious or
Yeah.
something.
Sonny's way too fucking old to be an F1 driver.
That's picking nits, though.
No, this is the weak link in the film. I looked it up. The oldest Formula One driver ever to win a Grand Prix was Luigi Fagioli. He's 53 years old. That was in 1951 at the French Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton is the oldest 21st century driver to win a race. He was 39 years old in 2004. Sonny crashed in 93. So he's either 19 or 20
Mhm.
when he crashes. So that makes him 51, 52, or 53 in this film. This would be like fucking Jack Nicklaus winning the 86 Masters multiplied by 7. It's impossible.
Right.
There are no 50-year-old F1 drivers.
Well, it's also like how many old F1 drivers have also had major spinal surgery.
Yeah, C5.
and never were really in an F1 before.
Yeah.
All of this is improbable, but I love it. And that's why I didn't want to put it in nitpicks. Was there a better title for this movie? In 2023, ESPN reported that the film was titled Apex.
Terrible title. Terrible title. For a movie that's
I
this,
don't like the title F1. I don't think it's a good title. I think it's too confusing with the actual property, and I think they should have come up with a better one. What do they call it?
Interesting.
Sunny Haze, Apex.
What if-
F1, it's like you Google it and F1 comes up.
I
Like
think
a-
also F1 calling it that made it seem more explicitly like an advertisement for the racing. So it almost like is like a little like
Would you call it flying?
no, but that's the thing is like what are you gonna call it?
But you know, if
Apex.
you're trying to, I don't like the Apex name. If you're trying to do a commercial for F1, like I said, the movie, it lives inside the fact that it's straightforward and vapid.
All right, counter. If this was a
just do it.
movie about an NBA player and they just called it NBA, that'd be weird.
It wouldn't make any sense because the sport's so well established.
You guys going to see NBA?
No, man, I'm going to see Atlanta Hawks. It's got the independent version of it.
F1's a bad title. What's age the worst? So we don't know because this movie only came out 6
Oh,
months
I
ago.
got one.
What do you got?
A real one. So, Lewis Hamilton's beloved dog Roscoe is in this film.
Oh, and now he's dead.
Roscoe has passed away. It was very tough for Lewis Hamilton. He talked a lot about it. And when I went to go see the movie at first, Roscoe was still alive and well. It was cool. He meant a lot to F1. He was kind of an F1 mascot.
Yeah.
And when you see him now, you think about how much that must
that's
suck
a
for
good
Lewis
one.
Hamilton. Yeah.
I had this as more than a nitpick, so I put it here. This movie ends 3 times, and I think you could make a case you just stick with the first ending.
Which would be what?
What's it?
He wins the race. He's walking off. It could have ended there. He's got to say goodbye to Kerry Condon. So you have that moment. It could have ended there. Then he's got to say goodbye one more time to JP. Easily could have ended there. And now we're going to Baja.
Yeah, Baja. Baja was too much.
Baja was
What the
sick.
fuck? Baja was fine, but just make that a deleted scene. It was like they
Or-
liked how they shot it.
Or post-credit it. Like, Baja was too much.
Right. End the
Yeah.
movie, maybe make that just post credits completely. But there's no way that should have been the ending. You could have just ended this with him spraying the champagne.
I
and
think
we
you're
could have
right,
been
but
good.
it is like this is a guy who does what he says he's going to do, and it's not about the money; it's about the driving. You know, so you have to have that hammered home one more time when he gets to Baja, when he gets to Mexico.
All right. find it hard to believe this guy's like, my F1 career is now over.
The
I
only
won my one race.
age the worst. I mean, this is also a nitpick, but we kind of mentioned this. I think there should have been more scenes of F1 drivers interacting with these guys and or commenting on the fictional reality of the movie.
Well, even that one scene with the talk show
Yes.
with the guy who ran Apex with the two real guys.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
with Zach Brown and
Ruffalo, Hannah Rubnick, Partridge, overacting award. I would probably say you're English reporter guy.
He's down.
What is that guy? He's like on cocaine?
Yeah. Treating treating people like shit, asking crazy questions.
Yeah.
It's paid out
Hey,
in the
what
end.
was, you got a flex category, Van.
I do. I got another top 5. This is the top 5 scenes of old guys schooling young guys in movies. 5-1. Number 5, Joe Clark to Sam's in Lean on Me.
yeah.
On the roof.
Yeah.
Why don't you just jump? It kills your brain cells, son. It kills your brain cells. Sam's looking at he's overtaken by the fact that he's actually on crack. And Joe Clark is trying to save his life.
I don't
Lean
think
on
you're
Me.
allowed to do that in schools anymore.
Probably not. To fake like you're going to push somebody off the roof of the goddamn
LA
school.
Times continues to investigate.
Right, like Joe
Yeah.
Clark. Number 4, Rocky beats up Tommy Gunn.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I
he
can't believe
had
how
to.
much we have to talk about this.
I'm sorry, bruh. Rocky putting them hands on Tommy
Tommy
Gunn.
was asking for it.
Tommy was asking for it.
Okay.
That's very
He'll
meaningful
come into the
to me.
bar and start talking shit.
Number 3, Shep out-dueling Kyle Watson in the one-on-one game and above the rim.
Yep.
15 straight 14-footers.
And then at the end, you hear that? You hear that? You talking to his friend. He says, I'm cool. It's good. Number 2 is
That's
that
where they probably would have put him in a straitjacket.
when he's talking to his
Just
buddy.
looking up. They're like,
You hear
"What's
that,
going on with
Nutso?
that guy?" Nutso.
Nutso! You hear that, Nutso?
He liked Nutso more than anyone's ever liked one of their friends. Like, did you ever have a friend you cared about more than Nutso?
I have a couple of them, but no friends that I would play basketball on the roof with no fence. And
Right.
then the way Nutso died is fucking absurd.
It's the best.
Okay.
That movie's elite.
Number 2 is Split. 1, Yoda schooling Luke
Yeah.
when Luke cannot raise the
Was waiting for
X-Wings
this.
Dagobah.
Yeah.
in Dagobah
Yeah.
out of the thing. And then Luke's dad also got schooled.
Yeah.
Kenobi stood there and he said, Anakin, don't try it. Don't try to jump. And Anakin went, you're underestimating my power. He jumped and Kenobi cut his fucking legs
Spoiler.
off.
Jesus.
Like, come on. Kenobi.
Oh, you're talking about the prequels.
I'm talking
Okay.
about in
But-
Revenge of the Sith. It's just one of my all-time favorite, you got too much dip on your chip moments.
Mm.
Anakin's like, I'm the chosen one, I could jump.
So that was 2 Star Wars as number 1.
As number, as number 2. Number 1 is very clear. This is the best, and I hate to give you this props. The best old guy schooling young guy scene ever to me is Robin Williams to Matt Damon on the bench in Good Will Hunting.
Oh. Just watched it with Ben Simmons.
It's
Did
like-
you really?
Just-
Ben Simmons and I watched Good Will Hunting and Shawshank Redemption back to back 2 nights ago.
That's
Does
some-
Ben like F1?
Yo, we loved it.
yeah, that's some hardcore bonding right there.
Good Will Hunting was great.
He's sitting down there and he's telling him the whole thing. He just cuts Will down to
You looked at a painting for 5 seconds and you cut apart my fucking
my
life.
whole fucking life. You ever been on a plane before? Like the whole 9 just takes his whole shit apart because Will is a genius, but Robin Williams is experienced.
Your move, Chief.
Your move, Chief. Yep.
It's a great one. I will say watching Shawshank with Ben was one of my highlights of 2025. He had no idea what was going to happen.
Really?
And he was like, is he going to... Then Andy gets the rope. He's going back to his son. He's like, he's going to hang himself? Like, what the fuck? And then the next day, they're like, he doesn't come out for the cell and he's gone. And Ben was just he lost his mind like 4 times. Forget how great that movie is. Hottest take. Sia already gave his. Did you have one?
Yeah. I don't like anybody in real life or in movies that throws cards for fun.
It's also, what have you ever in your life seen somebody do that?
It's like, think about what kind of obsessive bastard you have to be to throw all of them cards for fun. I don't trust you at all. I think that, number 1, you got to go clean up all the cards, then you got to do it again. Crazy alone time you got to spend. Number 2 is kind of violent. you throwing cards. I feel like what you really want to be throwing is like ninja stars or some
Right.
shit like that. That can
Like a switchblade.
like a
Fireworks.
switchblade. Like
Yeah.
you want to throw something at somebody.
Yeah.
Number two, I just never trusted anyone that's like too into cards and using cards as tricks and throwing cards. There's one guy in the history of throwing cards that was cool. One dude, Gambit, X-Men. Charge a card kinetically, throw it,
I was
blow
gonna
something
say
out.
that.
Yeah.
You're really pushing Bill with Revenge of the Sith and Gambit from X-Men.
Come on now.
right now.
You gotta know it. It's a useless skill, just throwing cards sitting around there. They always make it as a cool movie thing too. You're just tossing cards. I've never liked people that done that before.
My hottest take was that I like racing movies 10 times more than actual racing.
Yes.
Let's take a break and then we'll do some casting what ifs. Casting what ifs, you mentioned Damson Idris was hired after passing the F1 driving test. We don't know who the other actors he beat out were, but we'll find out in about 12 years as the internet starts making up names of people that were around the same age. Simone Ashley, we do know that she did promotional tour interviews, is in the movie as his love interest, and then just got cut out.
That must suck.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Because you're probably like, I'm gonna be in one of the biggest movies of the year, and I'm like a big part, and they're just like, yeah, it just didn't work. But then you go to the movie.
I went to F1. Where were you?
But you go to the movie and you're like, oh, so we needed another jogging scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks, motherfuckers. Pitt was supposed to be in the original Ford versus Ferrari with Tom Cruise, and it was called Go Like Hell with Kosinski directing, but it fell apart.
Yep.
And they ended up working together in this. Best That Guy Award. I mean, there's a few. What'd you have for this?
I have Kim Badnaya from the dude from Killing Eve is Casper, the team principal, like the guy who's like got his family coming to visit at the garage and stuff, or Will Merrick, who's the dude who's always like box.
Who's the guy in the first scene, the whole Loud of Love scene?
Shea Wiggum.
Yeah.
That's not a
He's not that
that's
guy,
a
right?
fucking major dude.
That's a dude. That's a guy.
Yeah.
It's a dude.
That's what he used to be that guy though.
But he's been in.
He's a graduated that guy.
Very much so.
Yeah, he's Shea.
Although
Wiggum,
maybe
man.
not, because I couldn't remember his name. Maybe he hasn't graduated.
Would you give him Dion Waiters?
That's my Dion Waiters.
Shea?
Because I can't. He's so much more of a that guy than me. To me, that I could not understand why he showed up in the movie for one scene and then had 3 lines and then you never see him again.
Apple money. Like, come on in. 2 days.
I wonder whether or not he was supposed to have a bigger part. I don't know.
And then he was also maybe trimmed down or cut out.
Dion Waiters. Could we go with the aggressive English reporter, Don Cavendish?
We could do a Don Cavendish. I went with Tobias Menzies. Do you think Peter Banning is in this movie too much?
I think he's in too much.
He might be in a little too much. That's a good one though, because when he's in
excellent.
it, he's dialing it up.
I don't really think this movie needed that character.
Yeah,
it's a nit. The villain turn is like completely whack.
And like the whole like betray Ruben and I leaked the papers. It's like, I don't know. It was going fine.
You could go with the McLaren and the Ferrari guys in that one scene too, maybe.
Yeah.
Just coming in hot, shitting all over
yeah.
the bus. Recasting Couch Director of City, I wouldn't change anything about
Well, they
this
also
movie.
used all the cities.
Yeah, they used every city. Craig is not here. Craig's on vacation.
I
He
bet
has
he
no
likes
flex category. Half-assed research. Bruckheimer said it took a year to convince everyone to be able to do this on race weekends. Everybody was worried about being the villain. He promised everyone no villains. The trailer uses The Chain by Fleetwood Mac, which apparently Formula One's been using on BBC since 1978, but that's not in the movie. The crash that ended Sonny's career was based on the actual crash of Martin Donnelly in the 1990 Spanish Grand Prix. He was an advisor on the film. Kosinski said they had over 5,000 hours of footage in 2 years to edit because of the strikes.
Yeah.
And he thought that was one of the reasons the movie was so good. A former F1 female strategy engineer named Bernie Collins from Northern Ireland, CR, provided the inspiration for the Kerry Condon character.
Sure.
Could be wife too. Who knows? I don't know what she's
like
doing.
You put it into the hair right there.
She smokes Marlboro Reds.
Ripping cigs.
The F1 album has just a lot of famous people in it.
Sheeran, Stapleton.
Yeah. Sponsorships from various brands in this movie brought in at least $40 million. And
There's another reason why they disputed the budget stuff.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of camera stuff that I'm not going to go through, but if you're interested in it, you can read about all the ways they mounted things, Apple making them, how they made the smallest cameras ever. It's a
I looked
whole
around for a doc
rabbit
on
hole.
all of this, and there's not. I would be
there's
really
mostly stuff about
couple
like
pieces about
Damson
it.
and Brad learning how to drive
Yeah.
stuff, but like the cameras were essentially like the kind that they used in Top Gun, operated by remote control, and like the stuff that they're doing where it's like on Brad Pitt's face and then snap panning to another driver, whether that's a visual effect or what, it's incredible.
Well, the director said that one of the primary focuses that they had was making sure that when they were on the guys during the racing scenes, that they didn't have to act.
Mhm.
He's like, one thing that can throw the racing scenes off is if the guys' faces don't match the intensity of what's happening.
Yeah, Cruz, I'm sorry, Pitt looks like he's especially in the last scene, it really looks like he's
Yes.
like
Yeah.
he's like flying to outer space. Apex Mountain, too hard to do, and the movie just came out. But
I do think it's Apex,
I think F1 has a real Apex
F1
Mountain
and
moment.
Kosinski, because now it's
Yeah.
back to back
Those would be the two.
huge movies.
Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else. Maybe Kerry Condon. We'll
I
see
could
what happens
argue
with
that, I could argue that Kosinski was Top Gun. But it's this. It's F1 for sure for me.
I think Maverick with this, that
It's
guy
Kosin-
is now.
Yeah. For
Mhm.
sure.
We're going to his
I get it,
next
I get
movie.
it.
I don't know what it is.
I get it.
Miami Vice.
Did we meet him last month? We
Yes,
did,
at
right?
Running Man.
Yeah, I tried to be cool.
Who, Kosinski?
Yeah.
He came to the office. Jack
He's super
Sanders.
cool.
Jack
Yeah.
Sanders completely embarrassed me.
Why?
What'd
What
he
did he
say?
say?
So, like,
Fucking Jack Sanders.
Jack Sanders comes to the
Did you
office.
try to go up to Joe and go, Joe Kosinski, you son of a bitch?
Me and Jack have this thing that we do
yeah.
to where I see Jack and I go, "What time is it?" And Jack says, "It's nigga time." And
Jack Sanders?
yeah, he said that Jack says that, right? And it's a part of me and Jack's bonding. Yeah. And so it's a part of me and Jack's bonding. And we say that. And so
That doesn't happen.
And so I walked up to Jack.
Man,
and-
this is fucked up if you're lying. He's been doing this. Also, can we actually, he's got like this weird new thing he's doing. There's this story which did not happen. I know it didn't. And then the other day, he sent me like 14 fucking text messages being like, Chris, Tua wants to come on the watch. And I was like, Tua from the Dolphins. And he's like, yeah, Tua likes the show. He wants to come on the watch. And I'm like, man, you're fucking with me. But like, honestly, like, I don't really know if we would have a spot for Tua if he doesn't watch shows.
He's like, what does Tua want to
And
talk
you're like,
about?
why don't you just answer me about whether Tua is allowed on the watch? What's wrong with you? Don't you have enough to do?
This is your best bit of 2025.
So I walk up to Jack and I go,
We can't run this.
Okay, so-
There are going to be
but
people who
here's the
don't know
deal-
you're
but
You
joking.
have to say at least you made that one part
so
up.
I did make, so listen, so here's the deal.
What the fuck?
Wait, I've asked this to be a bit for me and Jack, and Jack has never agreed.
No shit.
Right, so I've asked for this to be a bit between me and Jack has never agreed. And Kosinski was in the
Thank God.
Kosinski was in the office, and he was doing
The big picture?
the big picture.
Uh-huh.
And so I walk up to Jack when he's with Kosinski, and I go, "Yo, Jack, what time is it?" And Jack goes, "Man, leave me alone. I'm doing important stuff." And then I realized that Kosinski was with him,
Yeah.
and he walked away, and Kosinski turned around and was the boom. And
So
the whole-
your point is that Jack has never said that.
no, Jack has never said it. Jack refuses to say it.
I'm good. I'm glad that came in
And
the
I
5-minute
kept
mark.
telling Jack over and
made me
over and over
cry.
again.
How is the
That's
most
absurd.
powerful man in the world right now? He could single-handedly.
I kept telling Jack over and over. I'm like, "Jack, come on." Jack's like, "No, Van, no." I'm like, "All right."
So Tua didn't want to come on the watch. Though,
he
right?
didn't reach out. Bro, I was so high when I was sending this.
I love this.
Yeah.
Cruz or Hanks?
Cruz.
Yeah.
And there's been like, Kosinski said this, I think, in somewhat jest, but was like, F2 could be Days of Thunder 2. Like we could have
Hey, I saw that.
Cole Trickle and
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Sonny
listen,
Hayes
a
together.
65-year-old F1 driver sounds realistic.
I mean, just
Definitely.
do it. Just for what? Fuck it now, right? It's kind of
Senior
like,
tour?
like, do it. Go
What
ahead.
if
and make
there
the
was just
movie.
like a car racing movie and it was just but Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise sitting in the stands drinking Michelob?
It should be a movie where Tom Cruise has to get his driver's license renewed.
Yeah.
That's the movie. It's called Renewal.
You never know.
Scorsese or Spielberg? Scorsese?
Spielberg. Perfect movie for
Yeah,
Spielberg,
I guess
right?
so. I guess so.
Perfect movie for Spielberg.
I would like Scorsese.
This is essentially Jurassic Park, but with cars. The cars are the...
All right, fine. What role would Philip Seymour Hoffman have played? The villain investor. There's no question.
Peter Banning.
Mm-hmm.
Picking nits. I have a slew of them, so go ahead.
I mean, the number one thing from what I've gathered from F1 is that Sonny would not be allowed to just fly to Abu Dhabi and race. Fly premium economy, walk onto the track and be like, I'm racing.
Well, there's on top of the fact that that's like a 30-hour flight and
Yeah.
he'd be completely jet lagged. He's just like, where's my helmet?
He's also getting in premium economy seating for like a global flight after screwing his back up.
Right, the whole nine. He's got
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not flying more than 4 hours without standing up and just going up and down. They said it is a breach of Formula One rules, by the way. You have to qualify.
You do yours.
Well, I got one.
Yeah.
Have we ever paid attention to the fact that when we compare Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, there's one thing that Tom Cruise is clearly better at? Brad Pitt is a terrible runner. He looks terrible.
Like Seagal level bad?
Not Seagal level bad.
Are you saying that because of the outfits that he wears while he jogs?
I'm watching him in the movie when he's running, and it was jarring to me that he was running like this. He looked terrible to me when he was running. He's a bad runner. He's a bad movie runner.
Isn't he running in chucks in this movie too?
He might be. That might be the reason why his Achilles might be sore.
So I thought he was doing a bit because Sonny has a bad back trying to run.
He's running in character.
Maybe. I tried to think of other movies where he ran. There's a little bit of running in Troy. Troy, he looks like deadly athletic. But like in this one, the running was bad. Bad running from Pitt.
No Seagal, though.
No, come on, man. No Seagal.
Seagal just running with his hands by his sides. I have a couple picking nits, including the clumsy pit boss blonde. What was her name?
Jody?
She's fired 10 minutes into the movie. You fuck that up once, you're done.
Is that
you're
true?
Off the crew. No, I just think they fire her.
Okay.
They're like, oh, we'll give her another chance. She just cost you 9 seconds. She's done.
Gotta be careful. Fire, she goes to Ronan Farrow. And then
I have a new award to give out.
You're fucked.
In picking nits?
Yeah. But I think this is a new award we could carry over. It's the Michael Rooker and Cliffhanger. What the fuck are you mad about award to JP's mom? What is she mad at Sonny for?
Yeah.
Her fucking son audibled and played
She
Hero
doesn't know
Ball,
what happened.
crashed.
She doesn't know what happened.
She's yelling at Sonny.
He tells her later.
Yeah.
I know, but come on.
He tells her later what happened. She doesn't know what happened.
But it's like, it's actually like, isn't all that stuff on radio and captured? Wouldn't
it's fucking
anybody be like,
bullshit.
hey, Sonny's mom, like, Sonny or
But how's she
JP's
gonna
mom.
get to the radio? She not a part of the team?
Yeah, but it's even don't they broadcast that shit on television?
I don't know.
Listen,
Kate
Sonny
pulls
just
her
has to go,
aside and
dude,
is like, yo.
yeah, somebody's got to be like, yo, Sonny tried to tell him to wait, and he didn't. Michael Rooker's still the worst one, though. What are you mad at Gabe for? He's climbing on a line to save your dumbass girlfriend who shouldn't have been hiking? You cliffhanger guy or
Yeah,
no?
cliffhanger. I like it.
Come on. 1993 Sonny, when they do the flashback, come on, we have better special effects than this. Spent $300 million on the movie, and it looks like Brad Pitt wearing a wig. He looks like he's like wearing Wayne's World's, the old Garth wig.
Yes.
It's just bad. I wanted more realistic.
I sent you guys the 1984 Dallas Grand Prix on YouTube in its entirety. And it is really crazy to go back and watch like how bad the TV coverage of that was, because there's so much time with like, oh, there's a crash. You guys can't see it because we only have 2 cameras.
Right, yeah.
And it's just like some dude hobbling out of his car. And he's like, oh, that was terrible. But I don't think we caught that. But if you did,
right.
like...
Poker game should have been way better. Here's a really good nitpick. So Sonny gets out of the hospital in Las Vegas, and the investor comes to see him. He's like, I thought I'd catch you. And Sonny's van is in Las Vegas. Why is Sonny's van in Las Vegas? Is he just driving around in a van to all these tournaments? How did it get there?
No, I mean, he's been in Europe.
Yeah, he's flying around with the crew. How does his van get into Las Vegas?
Well, the funny thing is
how
that
does his trailer get around all these places?
That's a great nitpick.
This is great.
Because Bardem picks him up in Florida.
Yeah.
And is like, here's a first class ticket. Theoretically, Sonny drove his car to Nevada and put it in a parking lot. And then
a parking lot with no other cars. It's just bizarre.
Yeah.
You should just be getting in like an Uber.
Right, because at some point he's globetrotting so much that the van has to be like an afterthought.
And then the I just don't think you can hop in an F1 car after a 30-hour flight from Abu Dhabi when you have a metal rod in your back.
No, I
There's
don't think
just
so
no
either.
way.
I would also say one of my picking nits is I think F1 cars, to me, drive way too fast so that if you're having like double vision or any kind of cognitive problem while you're driving them, you're just
You're
dead.
fucked. Yeah.
Like you can't be like, oh man,
You're in a
I
rocket
kind of
ship.
can't see
It's
Max
like,
back
my
there.
eyeball. Sequel, prequel, prestige TV, all black cast, or untouchable. Too soon to say.
I
think, for
would
this.
go
But probably sequel is
Sequel
happening.
for sure.
90s prequel of Ruben and Sonny in the earlier days of F1.
okay.
Prequel.
Yeah.
Austin Butler as Sonny.
F-1.
Mm-hmm.
F-1.
Yes. Is this movie better with Wayne Jenkins, Danny Trejo, Mad Dog Russo, Doris Burke, Buffalo Bill, Sam Jackson? No. Or the rest of the crew? Or Wilford Brimley and the firm? What do you have,
Will you do a little bit of Mad Dog for us?
You want me to sit Mad Dog?
Mad Dog talking to Cavendish.
I was going to do a little Herb Street.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Herb Street, NFL Herb Street. NFL doing the game.
Let's hear it.
After the crash, in the final scene, when JP crashes with, I think, Lewis Hamilton, and then Sonny's going for that last lap, and Herb Street, halfway through the lap, goes, Al, I think he can win this. He might take home the checkered flag, Al.
Do you think Herb Street and Michael's last night with the Seahawks-Rams game were like, what the fuck? We actually have like a game on our hands?
Herb Street didn't realize they were going for the 2-point conversion until they were on the 10-yard line.
Al is
It
out
was
of
just
it.
brutal.
No, Al is out of it.
Al
man.
missed that. Oh, that was a long game for Al.
I
love
know,
Al.
I
but
know.
4 hours
I
is a
love
lot.
Al is fuck. Al was like, oh, a touchdown. Okay.
Puka Nakua, he's got it.
I
I mean, that was the most exciting NFL game we're probably ever going to have on a Thursday night.
can't believe he scored. Okay, let's
If
go.
we had had Kevin Harlan on that game, he'd be dead. They'd be like scraping him out of the seat. Did you have some Mad Dog or no?
No, I wanted to, you're the better Mad Dog, yeah.
What would Mad Dog be mad at in this movie? Just cue me up.
Like
You got
Mike,
Apex?
they can't race in Monza when it's raining.
They would change the tires, Mike.
You can't go hard, soft, hard.
It's like, here's Apex going through 7 drivers instead of a 51-year-old Sonny Bunch. Just one Oscar. Who gets it? Probably the editing.
I like the cinematography.
I had the
For
guy who
cinematography?
invented the cameras. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what does the camera thing go under?
I would go
Editing or
cinematography, yeah.
Okay. Probably an answerable question. I brought this up earlier, but is this movie better if Javier Bardem is dressed like Anton Chigurh the entire time?
That's true. Yeah.
Just every scene, he's just dressed like that guy in all black with the bowl haircut.
Is Sonny a little bit racist in this movie?
I didn't get it, but
Like
he
a
is.
whiff of racist?
There was like a line when he's just like, we just call that a participation trophy.
I don't
was
think
like,
so. I don't think that he is. I think he's probably. He clearly was a fuck up that had like some skeletons in his closet, but I never got that from him.
This is Van's 2026 podcast we're launching, where we go
Is
through
Sonny Hayes
famous
racist?
movie characters.
Are they racist?
Van tries to decide if there was
Yeah.
a whiff of racism.
Who do we start with? Start with Superman.
Oh, Jack Nicholson, Colonel Jessup.
Oh,
well,
shit.
Kiefer is super racist in that.
Just
movie.
all the characters in Few Good Men. You
Yeah.
just go through the whole
They're
cast.
also all anti-Semitic. They're all like Mr. Weinberg.
You, Lieutenant
You,
Weinberg.
Lieutenant Weinberg. He hates him.
Yeah,
Jesus
he really can't
Christ.
stand him. What piece of memorabilia would you want or not want from this movie? What do you got?
I got the helmet and a part of the helmet.
Helmet's
Something.
good.
The helmet's good. Maybe the wreckage from one of the cars.
Oh, yeah.
I will want. What I wouldn't want is the fucking card. I don't like people who throw cards.
The deck of cards? That's
I
what I
like
was
it.
going to get you.
Sonny's watch.
It's a good one.
Watch is a good one. Trailer would be good too.
Yeah.
The only other thing was that racing magazine that they doctored
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I thought that would be
That'd
good
be
when they
cool.
get framed. Could look good right behind Van. Coach Finstock Award, best life lesson. It's never too late to not be the best that never was anymore.
That's very wise.
Yeah.
I have create your own breaks.
Best double feature choice.
I have dip your pen in the company ink. It might work out. What? It worked out. We've seen
Yeah.
it. It's
They
worked
finally
out.
won.
You know what? That is it is an office romance that
It
worked out.
It
Office
worked.
romances should come back.
Yeah,
was
bring
our
them
best
back.
lesson. Okay. Double feature.
I'm going Grand Prix, the John Frankenheimer movie from '66.
I gotta go Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder was my favorite racing movie before this. I think this is not my favorite.
Days of Thunder because of Bruckheimer.
There you go.
And then who won the movie? Brad Pitt or F1? Or
I'm going to go Joe
Apple?
Kosinski.
Oh,
Joe
you know what?
Kosinski.
I was going Brad, but that's probably the answer. Brad is the easy answer. I think that's probably the answer because this means more for Kosinski than it does for Brad.
Like,
Pitt.
I don't think the Russo brothers could have. Like, there's you could fuck this movie up.
Yeah.
And he's the best.
I think the answer is Brad Pitt because a little bit of a rocky last 10 years for Brad, to say the least. And then Once Upon a Time pulled him out of it a little bit, but I think he needed one more.
Yep.
And now I feel like he's bad. He's back and nobody talks about.
Now does
the
Brad
off the field stuff with Brad?
Jesus, yeah, we didn't get into that. Now does Brad do? Because Kosinski's going on to do, I get Miami Vice. Does Brad like hitch his wagon to Kosinski now and like try to get more films with him?
He's doing an
Brad's-
Edward Berger movie and something else, but I think they'll make F2 before it's too late.
Yeah, before Brad gets
It's too late. He's going to be like,
He's 62.
right.
Well, there is a world for him to be like out of the car. I mean, he could be in the movie and sell it, and it could be Damson versus.
He could be the guy who runs the
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, he could be the guy who runs the team, or if they want to make Damson, because Damson to me has a trajectory that's out of this world, like a trajectory.
Creed
like,
franchise for Damson.
something like that for Damson.
Yeah.
And it's perfect for him because he's, English and it's a cosmopolitan worldwide.
Yeah, God
sport.
forbid he was not English.
Who, Damson?
Yeah. God forbid we got to win.
the Americans.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger thing for them, like for British
Can
people.
we get some more wins in America here?
Jesus.
Sonny won. He won the
I'm
race.
just saying with
He
actors.
took it from
Yeah,
a
he-
young
he-
black
fucking
British driver.
UK people taking our parts.
Okay.
Oh, that part I agree with you with.
That's what I mean.
When I saw
yeah.
that Spielberg trailer and
Yeah.
it was like Blunt and Josh O'Connor pretending to be American, I was like,
Fucking
damn.
had it. We've 50 states. We've
So, can be it only
cajillion people here.
it only bothers me, and we've had this conversation. It only bothers me when it's like, I don't know, fucking David Oyelowo played Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
and then
If it's like a
Daniel
historical
Kaluuya played Fred Hampton. All of these guys are fantastic brothers, great actors, but we do need at some point coming up now, like Leroy Jenkins Jr. is Jesse Jackson.
Right,
We-
right.
like we do need at least one. Like Cynthia Erivo, Harriet Tubman. Everybody's the same, no separation. We all cool, we're together. But just give me like Darius Washington is Medgar Evers. Just give me one. All right? Like I need one. Jalen Thomas. Just one of them. Coleman Domingo did Bane Russ and all of that. So that's the only thing for a while. I was getting a little spooky out
Okay.
there.
Let's take our corners back.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Thanks to Gahau. Thanks to Craig, who's not here today. Thanks to Eduardo. Thanks to Eduardo.
Yeah.
That was our last one of 2025.
Do you want to tease what the next thing is? The
No.
bonus app?
Well, we have a special episode next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to tease it, though. What do you think? What was the best movie we did in 2025?
The best movie or
What
the
was
best
the one you're the
pie?
happiest we did?
I'd have to think about it.
I mean, honestly, it's like recency bias, but high fidelity.
Oh, that was good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was
Because of
good.
Mahoney?
Oh, you win
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I forgot to give him the hottest take
The
category.
Rob Mahoney, yeah.
Yeah. He
that
turned
was-
the whole grunge universe against him.
That take pissed a lot of people I know off.
I liked
Pissed
Jaws too.
For me, my favorite one, just because the movie is just crazy, is Halloween 2. Halloween 2 is nuts. Like
The guy getting hit by the car.
that's
Yeah.
just
Fucking
so
funny.
fucking hysterical.
That was really fun.
Halloween 2 is nuts.
Die Hard 3 was fun. We did a lot of good ones this year. All right. Thanks, Van. Thanks,
No problem.
CR.